Hello everyone! My name is Wyvern Element and welcome to this new season of An Impossible Journey. So we've got this Minecraft world here on Minecraft Infdev, and we're going to be pushing this game to its limits. So if you'd like to join me on this impossible journey, we're going to have a lot of fun. Holding end portal frames. Placing water in the nether. Equipping stacks of armor. In old versions of Minecraft, all of these were possible in survival. My goal is to travel through old versions to collect discontinued features such as these. This is an impossible journey. Now, as the intro suggests, we're going to be playing on old versions of Minecraft, and I'm going to be showcasing some of the cool and fun things that you can do in these versions that you just can't do in current versions. And as you can see, I've built quite a bit already at the time of recording this segment, but I will show you how we got to this point and some of the fun things that you can do. So let's get started. First things first, I load into my world. This world was created in the Indev version of the game, so I have a mossy cobblestone house at spawn that contains chests with 100 of every item in the game. Next, I begin with the traditional Minecraft start. I find the nearest tree and immediately start punching it down. I make a crafting table, then a wooden pickaxe, which I'll use to mine cobblestone. I'm going to be using that cobblestone to make a stone pickaxe, which I'm going to use to mine iron. A lot of iron. I'll make a furnace and smelt some of that iron, then I start chopping down trees for a build. I'll now start exploring and building, and here's some of those highlights. Indev terrain is definitely not the easiest to navigate. Alright, this is where the Indev world ends, and the Infdev world begins. Right there. So I believe this is the center of the world. Smelt it and start mining it. So there we go. We picked up our furnace and my game just crashed. So we've got these 4 furnaces here. And my game crashed again. So these are the special lit furnace block. In these versions, mining a furnace will, while it's burning something, will cause it to be permanently lit once you place it down. So that's a fun little way to light up your house in old versions. Now, as you can see, since I took a little bit of damage, in fact I did actually die while building the house just from fall damage, I'm going to need some food. So I planted some wheat. It's kind of hard to grow a lot of wheat in this version. Wasn't able to get very much, but we'll harvest what I do have. And I guess we should probably plant that again. Oh. So that's another fun bug in this version, is that data values stay even when a block is removed and placed again. with flint and steel, setting fire to a block, and having it go out increments the data value a little bit. So, yeah, if I do this, I plant the wheat, and it's not, it's not just seeds. Okay. So I keep going. That's fully grown wheat. Right, but the fun part is that you can actually go past that. There we go. Now we have a wheat block with data value 8. There we go. We have a little table. Let's see. Okay, so there's 8. That's 10. There we go. That's data value 11. So there's a chair. This is it's a very strange model. Not really working properly because it's an unused asset, but it's an unused asset that for whatever reason is assigned to data values 11 and 12 of wheat. And so there's lots of different cursed wheat blocks that you can create. So I'm gonna set up a little display here. Alright, you guys are not going to believe this, but I actually just figured out a magic trick. I'm going to make trees appear in this field. It's going to be pretty crazy. So, the setup for this is pretty specific. That's why I have the hotbar. I've got 3 stone axes, 2 flint and steels, 42 saplings, 28 logs, a stone pickaxe, and a golden hoe. Now, the durability actually doesn't matter, but those items are required. Next, I need to be standing on an iron ore block. Okay, so I'm going to look out over the field. I'm going to jump 3 times. I'm going to click on a cobblestone and a stone block. Then I'm going to jump again, and then jump and spin around. Alright, now I'm going to look at the field and log out of the game and log back in. So I haven't really tried this too much. We're going to see if trees appear. I'm kind of nervous right now. But I'm going to log back in, and there should be a couple of trees. Oh my gosh, guys, it worked. I just made trees appear out of thin air. No, so really the way this works, none of the other things that I did actually mattered. The only part that was important was logging out of the game and logging back in, because in this version of Minecraft, there is a bug where when you log into the world again, the code to populate a chunk is run again. And so what features like trees and ores are generated again, assuming the block that they could be placed on is still valid. So because I had a field of grass blocks, then a tree could spawn on them anytime I open the world again. So it's a pretty fun bug. You can do it with ores as well, as I mentioned. You do that by replacing the ore with stone after you mine it, and then when you log back in, the stone will be replaced with the ore. So that's, chunk repopulation is a pretty cool bug in this version. So yeah, as you can see, there's actually a lot that you can do in Infdev. So I'm going to show off a little bit of the world here. Of course, we've got the Indev spawn house right here. I built paths and bridges kind of all around this little center place where I built my house. I built another path that goes out to where I grew the wheat. This is my house here. I put one of the cursed wheat chairs in the front yard. We got our lit furnaces. Then this path, we follow it. This is going to lead all the way over to the cliff with the cursed wheat on it. So we're going to head over there. That looks really cool, coming over the top of the staircase. Alright, so this is that bridge. It goes up this staircase. And we've got our cursed wheat up at the top of the hill, as well as a path that's going to lead out to more of the Infdev terrain. We're going to be able to build on that in a future episode. So with that, there's just one more thing I want to do in this episode. Right, we've got our path leading up to our cursed wheat, but I've lined it with this wheat, but I want this to be a little bit cooler, so I'm going to make this wheat into cursed wheat as well. Well, I think that looks pretty cool. We've got our cursed wheat blocks in ascending data value going all the way up to the top where I've got all of them displayed. But that's what I wanted to do for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching the first episode of this series. It's going to be a lot of fun as we keep showing all of the fun ways that this game has been broken in the past. But yeah. Let me know if in the comments if there's anything that you'd like to see me build. And yeah, just as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and this is Wyvern Element signing out. See ya!